Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. This is Will with Travel with That Guy. I am still kind of on location here in Kansas City. You may hear some sirens going off in the background. This hotel room's it's pretty quiet for what's inside the hotel, but it's pretty loud from everything that's outside the hotel. So I've heard people yelling in the streets. I've heard there's a bus stop right across the street from the hotel, and I've heard the hydraulics move up and down. So it's been kind of weird. Anyway, I'm just kind of hanging out for my flight home before I turn around in a couple days and fly to Orlando for Disney World. I did this video a while ago, and it just kind of sat in my Google Drive. So I'm going to kind of redo it. I wanted to talk about the mustard drill process on cruises, and it's kind of important because we are going on a Disney cruise here in almost a week. And so basically, in the past, pre-COVID, back in the before time, in the long, long ago, back when things were not so whatever, everybody would check in on the cruise, and you kind of hang around and do things, and maybe you go eat, maybe you get a drink or whatever, and then everything would shut down. Depending on the cruise, depending on what time, it was usually about 30, 60 minutes prior to the cruise leaving, and you'd have to go to a muster drill station. And there's various places around the ship, depending on where your stateroom is, and there'd usually be a good chunk of people around, and they would talk about, hey, this is where you go in the event of an emergency. If certain things happen, this is what we're going to do. These are the sounds you're going to hear. If there is an emergency, which means you have to go to the muster drill station. In the way past, you used to also have to bring your life jacket with you. Then they kind of stopped doing that. And the employees would kind of show you how the life jacket worked. Post-COVID or current COVID or however you want to call it, cruise lines changed the way they do things, at least for the time being. Now, all you have to do is watch a video. Usually comes through their app. You might have to watch it on the website, whatever. So you watch a video, and they acknowledge that, hey, you've watched this video. So like next week, we're going to have to watch a video on Disney Cruise, most likely. And it's going to acknowledge, hey, Will's watched this video. And then we go to the muster drill station at any time we want to before the cruise leaves. So we could get on board, and assuming it's open right then, we may have to wait a little bit for them to actually put people at each muster drill station. We take our card or whatever they're going to use and basically check in, and they scan our card. That's what Norwegian did. They just scanned the card, said, hey, you have completed your muster drill experience. We know that you are good to go, and away we went. There was no downtime. It didn't take an hour to get through everything. We didn't have to wait for everybody to show up. The only downside to this is, though, that they will not leave until everybody is accounted for through a muster drill station. So, there are those people that get on board, and what's the first thing they do? Oh, we're going to go eat, and then we're going to start drinking. And you lose track of time, this, that, and the other. I strongly urge the cruise lines, Disney, Royal, Norwegian, Carnival, anybody else out there, celebrity, if you're watching this, fat chance, but if you're watching this, keep this system. This is amazing. This is probably one of the best changes pandemic-wise that the cruise lines have made. I don't have to sit there and wait for an hour while you go through these procedures that most everybody knows, and it's pretty common sense. We all know how to put a life jacket on. We know that, if something's going on and we're in the middle of the ocean, chances are we're getting on a lifeboat. We know that where the lifeboats are. Just tell me where I need to go. Tell me which one I'm getting in. I know where my muster drill station is. Awesome, sweet. So if there's an emergency in 5 days, I'll just meet you there, and I'll have my life jacket with me, and we'll get on the lifeboat, and everything will be great. Hopefully. Of course, we don't want that situation to happen. This is me just kind of going, oh my God, this is an amazing situation. And truth be told, this is a wonderful thing. I think this was a great change. I really hope that once everything is cleared out and we can definitely get back to some sense of normalcy, whatever that means, that this is a change that stays. I know that there are a lot of changes that people want gone, whether it be you have to be vaccinated, whether it be you have to test at the port, things, whatever. I really hope that the way that cruise lines are doing muster drills right now stays that way. You know, they don't have to, and for the cruise line too, they don't have to shut anything down for that time period. You know, so they're not shutting down the bars, they're not shutting down the restaurants that are open, they're not shutting anything. Things continue to happen on the cruise, which is what should happen. We're all on vacation. We should be able to continue to do things. Yes, there's a little bit of safety involved, but you would hope that most people are going to take the 5 minutes it takes to watch a video on an app, and then the 30 seconds to have their key card swiped to prove that they have visited their muster drill station and know where it is. What a great concept. It's unfortunate that it took something like a global pandemic for this to come up. And I've taken a lot more time on this than I thought I was going to. So I'm going to end it there. Leave a comment down below. Have you been on a cruise in the last couple of years and used this procedure? What are your thoughts on it? Do you enjoy it, or do you want to go back the way it was and have us all meeting at our muster drill stations like an hour before we leave the port? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's something that was really beneficial of the full meet that needs to be re-implemented, and it's possible. Also, go ahead and like the video if you like it. That way more people can actually see it as well. Like the channel or subscribe to the channel. You know, it definitely helps us out. Like I said before, thank you to those of you that continued to subscribe to the channel while I was kind of doing whatever for 2 months. And hey, we'll see you next time.